Hey everybody, I'm Brad the Italian, and today we're going to be working on crate training. Now, crate training is a great way to make your dog feel comfortable and feel like they have a safe space that they can go to at any time. Crates are commonly used as disciplinary actions, such as if they're barking or begging at the table or jumping on people they're not supposed to be jumping on or doing anything like that. Usually people will pull the dog away and put them in the crate and lock it up, and then they'll just whine and whine and whine and want to be around people the entire time. And it's not really meant to be used that way. It's more used for the idea of them feeling like this is safety. This is somewhere they can go to if there's fireworks going off, if there's cars backfiring, if there's lots of slamming in the house, like say there's construction going on next door or something like that. This is their area where the entire time. What you want to do with this crate training is you want to kind of get it as comfortable as possible for them. So if you're starting off with a new dog or a new puppy, it's going to be a little bit harder because they don't have those blankets or things that they've attached to yet that you can put in there. So what you're going to want to do is just really amp up the jackpot treat that's on the inside of the crate. And we're just going to do the same thing that we did with our first video where we had the dog get comfortable with an object, person, or animal, but this time we're just going to have it be the object, which is the crate. So what you're going to do is you're going to slowly give them treats the closer and closer they get to the crate. Maybe have them do some tricks sitting down near the crate. Anytime they smell the crate, give them a treat. When they go inside, make sure that jackpot treat is inside there waiting for them. And you could put a bed in there, you could put their favorite toy, you could even put a blanket over the top of the crate, and that will kind of create the illusion that nothing can get to them. It's kind of like when a kid hides under the blankets, how they're safe from everything else. That's the same way your dog would be feeling. They'll feel safer from everything else if there's just a blanket on top. Now let's say that you've worked with your dog, they're comfortable going in and out of the crate, and they don't really have any problems with it. They go in there sometimes to lay down, they treat it as their own little retreat. Now what you can do is you can close the door behind them and walk away for a few seconds, just like we did with separation anxiety. In fact, you could do separation anxiety training with crate training. So a lot of times crates are actually used to help with the separation anxiety because it does give them a solid place that they can be. You can walk away and you can come back once they're not barking, whining, or scratching at the gate. This is really good and positive reinforcement of you'll come back. So what you want to do is just walk away, come back, open the gate, give them a treat, and that will be it for that training. And you just keep doing this, you keep expanding the time. I'll post a link again to the separation anxiety, but you want to keep doing that so that they feel comfortable inside the crate as well. It's another way for them to feel comfortable inside the crate. Now this training is actually really great for a bunch of reasons. The crate is a great way to train out a bunch of bad behaviors, such as whenever somebody new comes to the house, a lot of people have the problem where their dogs jump all over the person, or they jump up and nip at them, or they do a whole bunch of different stuff. And when I say they jump up and nip at them, I mean they're so excited. Sometimes they'll pull at the clothing with their teeth. And that's actually what my German Shepherd did a lot of the times. And I have a bunch of shirts that are missing a small piece of the shirt right here from when she used to jump up and get so excited and nip at the clothing. So it's a totally normal behavior. They're not trying to bite anybody. Just a heads up. It's just excitement. Now what she does is she runs and grabs a toy and she tries to present everybody the toy. That's how I trained it out of her. But you can actually use the crate. And the best way to do this is that whenever somebody new comes over, you know that they're at the door. You have your dog and you guide them over to the crate. You put them in and you tell them just to wait. And you go let the other person in, and you don't open up the crate again until your dog is calmed down. So what you're doing is you're just waiting for them to calm down, and you're positively reinforcing the idea that being calm is what you want from them. So then you could open up the crate, give them a treat, and let them see the new person and interact with them. Now you also heard me say before that the crate can be used for fireworks, loud bangs, the people working on construction, different stuff like that. Well, anytime that there's about to be like something like the 4th of July, where there's going to be a lot of fireworks going off, you can give them some kind of calming aid, have them sit in their kennel, give them treats, and leave the door open. And they'll have They'll have the cover over the top, and they'll know from that it's okay and that they'll be safe. It's just another way to help calm them down and relax them. So another way you can use crate training, besides fireworks, besides separation anxiety, besides all this other stuff, you can actually see over my shoulder over here, I have my crate all folded up and ready to go. What I was doing with it though, is I was actually introducing my German Shepherd to my wife's cat. Just recently we did acquire a new cat, and her name is Harley. She's a great cat, super anxious around dogs though, of course, totally natural. Baby gets super excited. Baby's the German Shepherd. Baby gets totally excited around the cats and wants to go see them and doesn't understand that she's humongous to them and just wants to play and her tail's wagging. So what I actually did is I did it in reverse. So Harley, the cat, would stay in the kennel and Baby would be outside the kennel. And what I did was I would slowly bring her around our bed, and as soon as she saw the cat, she'd get excited and start wagging her tail. And anytime she barked, I would take her away from the kennel and have her wait until she calmed down again, and then try to bring her back in. Now, of course, anytime Harley got too stressed out or it was just too much for her, we stopped the training session. We wouldn't continue it. But now the two of them are able to be together, and Baby knows that the kennel, or she had been taught that the kennel was a place that she doesn't go into, that Harley goes into. Now Harley has a cat tree, and Baby's kennel is back for her to use whenever she wants. But at that time, during that training session, she knew she couldn't go inside of it because that's where Harley was, and it wasn't hers at the time. So later on, I'll be talking about Leave It, and that's kind of how we set boundaries for them. Aside from using the kennel, we'll use Leave It to train in these boundaries. But as far as the kennel is concerned, those are some of the really great ways you can use it without it being a disciplinary tool. It's more of a, hey, this is a calm place. This is a safe place. This is a place where you can stay until you do calm down. It's a great training tool for a bunch of different methods that we trainers use. And here's a few of them I've presented to you. So that's going to be it for our video this week. I'll see everybody next week. All right, thank you very much.